that the government of our great country belongs to all of the people and not just a handful of wealthy campaign contributors and their super PACs.
Think about this. That's what Washington, D.C. does. The drive-by shot at the beginning with incorrect and incomplete information, and then the memorized 25-second speech that is exactly what his advisors gave him.
It's never below zero. Our labor participation rate was the worst since 1978. But think of it, GDP below.
This is the hardest job in the world. I'm prepared and ready to take it on, and I hope to earn your support to be the nominee of the Democratic Party and the next president of the United States.
The problem was it was to tear down. It was to tear down.
He wants to be a tough guy. He wants to be a tough guy tonight.
It was to tear down.
I didn't take the property.
And the net result was you tried.
I didn't
and
take
you
the
lost
property.
In the court.
The woman ultimately didn't want to do that.
That's not true. And simple fact.
For a fair taxation system that allows us to get rid of the IRS.
For the common good and to sort out their disagreements in a way that moves our country forward rather than tearing the fabric of this nation apart.
If you've got something to say, say it directly, but you will not find that I ever changed a view or a vote because of any donation that I ever received. And I have stood up and I have represented.
105th birthday of Ronald Reagan. His 11th commandment was not to speak ill of another Republican. So I'm not going to use this opportunity to savage the reputation of Senator Cruz.
Started here for me. Everything started here for me. The confidence, the education, the friends, the family, and the love that I've always felt for and from this community.
But you know what you see. You see corporations making record profits with CEOs making record pay while your paychecks have barely budged. While many of you are working.
But they also have that same point with Ronald Reagan, who was a Democrat absolutely with a liberal bent. And Ronald Reagan became, not only a Republican, but a pretty conservative Republican. Not the most, but a pretty conservative Republican. And he's somebody that I actually knew and liked, and he liked me, and I worked with him and helped him.
For 2 centuries, we've been an exceptional nation. A place founded on the belief that every man, woman, and child is born with a God-given right to life and liberty and to pursue happiness. Sometimes you wouldn't know we're an exceptional nation by listening to the left. They describe us as a people divided on lines of gender and ethnicity.
That what makes America great is the fact that America is a can-do kind of country. Unfortunately, we have a government in Washington that just can't quite seem to get the job done. You know, Washington, or as I call it, 68 square miles surrounded by reality.
Obamacare is the biggest job killer in America. Millions of Americans have lost their jobs, have been forced into part-time work, have lost their health insurance, have lost their doctors. Millions of Americans have seen their health insurance premiums skyrocket.
Cost of everything from college to prescription drugs keeps going up. Inequality is still too big a problem. And in America, if you work hard and you do your part, you should be able to get ahead and stay ahead.
Washington ethics basically says, if it's legal, you do what you need to do in order to win.